Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? Le habla Andry Hernandez.
This is one of the last known videos of Andry Hernandez Romero.
Acá me encuentro disfrutando de unas ricas vacaciones.
It's an inside joke for his friends. He's pretending to be on vacation when actually he's on a migrant route to the U.S., in the middle of a desperate run for freedom and a new beginning, which ended for Andry in a living nightmare. It's been over 3 months since President Donald Trump invoked emergency wartime powers to deport more than 200 Venezuelan men without due process directly to an infamous supermax prison in El Salvador.
I can tell you this, these were bad people.
The government has never confirmed that Andry is in that prison. His loved ones and lawyers believe he was sent there because a freelance photographer captured these images of him when he arrived and shared them with 60 Minutes. Andry's case became a flashpoint and provoked outrage.
He's a makeup artist, openly gay, who had been trying to escape hardship.
Hernandez Romero hasn't been seen since March 14th.
His face is now a fixture at pride parades across the country. I've spent months speaking with Andry's loved ones, including the first public statements by his father. They tell me not having a way to contact him is unbearable. They've shared personal videos and photos with me and told me Andry's story. A story that begins in a small town in western Venezuela, a conservative place steeped in Catholic tradition. Growing up, Andry was forced to live 2 lives. He studied industrial engineering, even though he loved fashion and aspired to be a designer. His true self was reserved for a few, like his best friend, Reina Cárdenas. The fact that Andry was gay, Reina says, was something a lot of people assumed but didn't talk about. But in this stifling world, there was one tradition that allowed Andry to shine. Every January, his town held an elaborate festival for Three Kings Day, and Andry made and wore ornate costumes. The festival is also how he discovered his talent for hair and makeup. He started picking up small jobs around town and eventually got a big job in Caracas as a makeup artist for a state-owned TV station. There, he told his friends, he was harassed for his queerness and his opposition to the Venezuelan government. Around this time, his friends say, Andry's relationship with his father deteriorated. Feeling he had nowhere else to turn, he told his friends he'd be making the risky journey to the U.S. Reina gave me this video from the day before he left, celebrating his 31st birthday and wishing for safe travel. Andry crossed the border in San Diego 3 months later, on August 29th. He claimed asylum, saying he'd been threatened for being gay and for his political views. Government documents filed in court by his attorneys show he had no criminal record, but was flagged as a suspected member of the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua for one reason only: his tattoos. The crowns on his wrists in particular drew suspicion, though his family and friends tell us they were a reference to his beloved Three Kings Day festival. Andry spent almost 7 months detained in the U.S., never setting foot as a free man on American soil. Until March 15th.
We removed in one day over 200 dangerous people.
When he was put on a flight to El Salvador with no warning or explanation to his lawyers.
Due process was denied in his case.
Those lawyers from the Immigrant Defenders Law Center in California say they only found out when he didn't show up to a court hearing for his asylum case.
He never had his day to make his case in court. He never had a chance to present evidence, not only that he was a member of a gang, but that he deserved and needed protection in the United States.
In June, an immigration judge dismissed Andry's asylum case, closing yet another avenue for due process. The prison where he's being held is designed to put hardened gang members completely out of contact with the outside world. His family and friends have not been able to speak with him. The White House and the Department of Homeland Security did not answer questions about Andry's case or his current location. DHS said in a statement, in part, that there is due process for these terrorists, referring to Trump invoking the Alien Enemies Act. But it also said in the same statement, we aren't going to share intelligence reports every time a gang member denies he is one. That would be insane. This month, desperate for answers, Reina flew to El Salvador to try to see Andry, or even just to confirm he's still alive.
Reina Cárdenas, representante legal de Andry Hernandez Romero.
She filed a habeas corpus petition and visited the Ministry of Prisons, but she got no response.
Free him now!
In the meantime, Andry's name has become a rallying cry for the rights of queer people and migrants in the U.S.
If this can happen to Andry, it can happen to anyone. Don't think that you're safe and don't think that you're not next.
That same day, As the LA Pride Parade took place in West Hollywood, Trump deployed National Guard troops to downtown LA in response to protests against immigration raids.
I am right outside the federal building in downtown LA.
I rushed to cover those protests, but kept a scheduled video call with Andry's family. It was my first time speaking with his father, Felipe, the father with whom Andry had that strained relationship. All that he wants is to know that Andry is well and to see him come home.
David Noriega is joining us now. David, I know you worked for months on that story, on bringing this all together. What other recourse do those family members have at this point?
Well, the main thing, really the only thing that's still pending, Hallie, is this very high-profile and very potentially high-stakes litigation in the federal courts. There's multiple strands of litigation, actually, but involving the cases of the folks who are already deported and are currently at Secot. There's the ACLU case before Judge Boasberg in Washington, D.C., which is likely to wind up before the Supreme Court. However, we don't know how that's going to end. We don't know how the court or any court will decide on that case. And in the meantime, the families whose loved ones have functionally been disappeared into this prison really have no recourse at all. This prison is designed to keep people out of contact. These families have been clamoring for more than 100 days now to have some kind of contact with their loved ones and for their loved ones to have contact with their lawyers. But unless something really changes dramatically with the legal picture here in the United States, that's not likely to happen anytime soon, Hallie.
David Noriega, thank you for staying on top of this story. I know you'll continue to do so. I really appreciate you bringing that to us.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.